Hey, Venus Buds, it's your favorite type 2 diabetic on a budget with a majestic forehead. And did you miss me? I missed you guys. I apologize for my long absence. Life happened, work happened, and then all this crazy pandemic happened, and things just got too busy. So I apologize for that. Not just busy. Some of it was just me slacking, and I apologize for that as well. But I'm back now, and I'm finally here to give you a review of Ozempic. I figure I'll break it down into pros and cons so that you don't get too bored and so that I can keep it succinct. I'll try to keep this short as possible. First, I want to say if you need to give yourself an injection, I have a video showing you how to do that. You can go look back at my videos, and it's really easy. It's really fast. It doesn't hurt unless you fail to take the cartridge out and let it sit out like for 30 minutes room temp. Also, don't refrigerate the needles. They're so cold, and that can cause pain. So those are the only two issues. So do those two things. Take everything out of the fridge for like 30 minutes because these do have to be refrigerated. And I have cartridges right here to show you so that you know what they look like. This is a cartridge, and that's what they look like. And here is one with the cap off. This one is a spent cartridge that I'm going to show you first. There, you can see that the gray is spooled all the way up to the top. It means that we have used all of the liquid, friends. And this one is a brand new one. As you see, there is no gray. It's just liquid. That means we have 4 full doses. Now, I might as well start with the cons since we're talking about dosage. Here's the issue. First big con is the price. Ozempic is very expensive. The retail price without commercial insurance, $1,952 for 2 cartridges. And these cartridges last about 1.5 to 2 months, depending on your dosage. These 2 cartridges equal 3 milliliters of liquid. I give myself a 0.5 milligram injection weekly. So these last me 2 months. As a matter of fact, I am due for an injection today. So I will be down to 3 injections left once I do that. That's expensive. Now, you can qualify for discounts, which I do because I have commercial insurance. But if you do not have commercial insurance, you do not qualify for the discounts, which is backwards. But okay, so with the discounts, they're offered through the company that makes Ozempic, and these 2 cartridges cost about $49 every 2 months. So about $25 a month for one, $50 every 2 months for 2, obviously. So that's far better than $1,952, but it kind of sucks if you don't have commercial insurance and you need to use this medication. That's odd to me, but okay. Hey man, big pharma, what are you gonna do? So that's the biggest con in my book. Another con would be the side effects. Now, Ozempic gives you this little booklet. It's like, it folds out into an atlas, you guys. It is massive. And it tells you actually how to give yourself an injection. That's number 1. But it also gives you like general information on safe, effective use of Ozempic. And as you can see, it's a lot of information. And I read all of it. So there's that. So the most common side effects are diarrhea, nausea, dizziness. Some people experience constipation. There's I think that's it. Headache. My biggest issue was nausea. The first injection knocked me off my feet. I was nauseated. I didn't have any vomiting, and that is one of the side effects because, of course, nausea will cause vomiting. The dizziness will cause the nausea, and that will cause the vomiting. I did not have dizziness. I was nauseated, but I didn't have vomiting. I was mostly I had a headache the first couple of days, and I was nauseated for like maybe the first 3 days. After that, I was fine. But I started on 2.25 milligrams. When I moved up to 0.5 milligrams, that's when I had my biggest issue with Ozempic, because now I was experiencing reflux, and it was I call it just assault. It was violent. So if you deal with GERD on a daily basis, like as part of a chronic illness, I am so sorry. It was devastating to me. I had the worst time. I was taking Tums. I was taking Pepsid. I was, my goodness, I was eating salads. I was doing my best to just not exacerbate it. And exercise would make it worse. So during that time, I wasn't really exercising as much. I don't know why it made it worse, but it made it worse for me. So while I was having those symptoms, which lasted about 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, I lost about 4 pounds, something like that. So, and which was good, I guess, but not in the way that it happened. So those were my side effects, just the nausea and the GERD. I read on some reviews on the website, because they have a website where you can go into this like little chat room and talk to other people about it. And they experienced just far worse issues than I did, but they also had other conditions that they were battling. So they didn't just have type 2 diabetes, they had other issues. And this is a medication that is specifically for type 2 diabetics, or it's also marketed as a weight loss drug, which might be why it's so expensive. So, because anything that has aesthetic value, of course, the price goes up. So there's that. So those are just the most common side effects. Now, there's some serious side effects. Like if you have a history of cancer in your family, a history of thyroid cancer, it can cause medullary thyroid cancer in men, I think, was one of the biggest issues. Also, issues with your thyroid in general. So if you feel like a lump in your throat, you have trouble swallowing, then stop taking this medication. Speak with a physician, please. And if you're curious about the medication, ask a million questions. Advocate for yourself. If your doctor doesn't want to talk to you about medication you're going to take, then you need to break up with them. They never loved you in the first place. It wasn't meant to be. So do that. Advocate for yourself. Ask a lot of questions. It's fine. No one's going to get mad at you. If you can't ask the questions, you take one of your loudmouth friends or that loudmouth aunt, me, either or, and have them ask all the questions if you feel a little uncomfortable, so that you at least get the information and I'm willing to embarrass myself in front of your physician. I don't mind. I'll ask a bunch of questions. Contact me. I'll write out a bunch of questions. So, and to help you out, do that. Yes. If you want me to write you out a bunch of questions to ask your physician, you let me know. So those are the biggest cons. Biggest cons, get it? It's not con, it really does work. So anyway, let's go to the pros. I already touched on one of the pros, weight loss. I think I lost about 12 pounds when I first started taking this, and I haven't gained it back. And also I can attribute that to, I got back to doing the right things because I had slacked off, and that's why I ended up having to take Ozempic to start knocking my A1C back down to the preferred range. When I first was diagnosed with diabetes, my A1C was 13.1. My blood sugar was 300. So I was immediately given metformin. It was kind of like, congratulations, you have diabetes. It wasn't. She didn't say congratulations. That's horrible. If your doctor says congratulations, you have diabetes, you need to break up with them too. That's terrible. It's not a very good doctor. No, but she just kind of gave me a pamphlet and a prescription and was like, go with God. Which I then was like, nah, wait a minute. I need some help. So I asked a bunch of questions, and I got on the right track. So 3 months on metformin, I was down to 9, another 3 months, 6.4, and then I maintained it. Great. I was dieting, I was exercising, I was seeing a nutritionist, had an endocrinologist, I was getting it done, kids. And then I got kind of burned out, diabetes distress, which we'll talk about, not now, in another separate video. But I got kind of burned out. So I stopped doing the things I knew I should be doing. Shame on me. I apologize for that to myself because I owed myself better and I didn't do better. But I'm doing better now. And so my A1C started to creep up. I went to the physician, and suddenly it was from 6.4 to 6.9. And she was like, we need to pay attention to this. You know what to do. Do the right thing. And I was like, yeah, I got it. La, 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 la. Write my prescription. I got to get out of here. So I did. I went home, didn't change a thing. didn't get back on track. And 3 months later, 7. Then 3 months later, 7.3. And she was like, all right, we got to stop this. So Ozempic to the rescue. And 3 months later, I was from 7.3, I think, to 6.7. And then I was to 6.4. And now I'm under 6.4. I think I'm 6.1. So it works well and works quickly. And now I'm not doing, I don't have to come in every 3 months anymore. I'm back on my every 6 months routine with my physician. And it's worked out great for me. But it is an expensive medication. So it wasn't just easy peasy. But it did help me get back on track. And so now I'm dieting correctly, I'm exercising correctly, and I'm paying attention again. I just, that burnout, it just hit me, and I just could not get out of it. I was in a funk. So so for me, Ozempic worked great, and I could afford the $50 every 2 months. But I also have insurance. So if you don't have insurance, and it's looking like a lot of people are losing insurance these days, then it's going to be difficult to afford this medication. As I looked up a few resources, and it seems like there's no getting around it. But maybe if you have a physician who can like finagle, if you have private insurance, or you don't have an insurance like through your employer, something like that, maybe it can be finagled somehow. But I don't know. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this review. I hope this didn't take up too much of your time, and I hope it was helpful. I really do. And if you have any questions about it, or if you're taking Ozempic and you have other experiences, then please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know. If you want to keep hearing great content from me, who will be consistent and will show up for you. I am so sorry about my absence. Hit subscribe, like this video, click that notifications bell so that you can be notified when I post videos, which I will be doing. And that's it for now. I hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.